Story on the 104, I remember very well. I also was at Jever base, ops officer, and on a Friday noon, when the second period was launched, I got a phone call from my senior ops officer, and he said, Arnulf, we have a medical not an exercise, a real sortie to fly. You're the only pilot available, and just get ready to fly. We have one aircraft out on the apron already, getting service for the flight. And it was a heart pacemaker coming by helicopter from Hamburg, from a hospital, and was scheduled to be at Kaiserslautern, Landstuhl, that's the American hospital near Ramstein. And I was scheduled for the sortie to fly from Jever as a medevac aircraft to Ramstein, and I was cleared to go supersonic. That means normally, when the helicopter was landing beside my aircraft, my engine was running already, they put the pacemaker, just a box like this size, in the E-compartment behind the cockpit, and you could pull about 3 or 4 computers. One computer I didn't need for this flight was pulled, and they could pack in the pacemaker, closed the hatches, and then I went out to number 1, plugged in the AB, and about 80 to 90 miles south of Jever Air Base, basically the same south of Wittmann Air Base, I came out of AB, 28,000 feet supersonic Mach 1.8. I cruised about for 20 minutes and landed after a total sortie time of 35 minutes at Ramstein. Just at the end of the runway was the helicopter beside me, and I pulled out the pacemaker, get it to the helicopter to the hospital. It took the whole mission for the pacemaker, it was ordered at 11 o'clock in the morning, and 14:30 in the afternoon it was at the patient. That's a 104 story, yeah.
That's a brilliant story. So do you have any more stories?
Yes, I remember another one. It was very interesting because I was sitting on QRA here at Wittmundhafen, and we had normally 3 training flights per day. And in one training flight, we were scrambled out to the North Sea, just doing exercises, intercepts, and suddenly CRC told us, okay, we have to identify an aircraft coming from the north, low and fast. And I said, okay, is it an interrogation or no? Just identify. Okay, we backed out, we got vectors to the target, and finally my backseater picked him up very low, very fast, on the radar. And what the result was, we met a B-52, 500 knots plus at 500 feet MSL. You know, and the B-52, it flies fast, it's like this. Okay, we did the normal procedure, one on the left wing to show up, and the second guy in shooting position behind the B-52. Then CRC told us, when we identified B-52 heading and altitude and speed, then CRC told us that the boss of the B-52, the captain, wants to have us on his frequency. Then we switched to the frequency of the captain, and the captain said, okay, I can't see you, you're too far away from me, flying his left wing. And then you might come closer. I said, okay, you flying at 500 feet, 500 knots, I don't go under your wing. He said, okay, come on top of my wing. And I came actually on top of his wing, about 50 feet, 60 feet above him, close to the cockpit. We waved our hands together, and then he said, okay, show me your belly. And I showed him his belly and said, okay, now I'm satisfied. You are actually from QRA, you have missiles with you, you're dismissed already. And I pulled off, and then we got back to it. When we landed, CRC was telling us that it was a B-52 on a mission around Europe. He was coming air refueling from the States, went low level over UK, out to the North Sea, low level to Germany, through France, through Spain, and after the Spanish border he went up again on the tanker and back to USA. And it was an exercise mission for them, for the crew. Yeah. And it was very interesting and fun with him for flying together. Closest formation we were able to with a B-52 oversea at 500 feet, 500 knots.
Brilliant. Yeah.